Hi guys, it's me again. So today I'm gonna show you about creepypasta. I'm not sure if this is the website. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment below. So today we're going to talk about Little Emma, published at December 11, 2012 at 12 a.m. Okay, what the heck? So I'm gonna read the story right now. I first met her when I saw her crying at my favorite spot in our school garden. When I asked why, she told me she was hungry but she didn't have any money left. Her luck, I was supposed to hang out with my group at the Pizza Kelly, but I backed off to see my boyfriend only to find out that he had basketball practice. So I bought her ice cream, and while we sat together, she told me stuff about herself, and instantly we became friends. She came from the middle school at the other block. She only 9 years old, quite petite for her age. And she was fun. I never really liked kids actually, but she is different. She talked like a grown-up, mature. Her name was Emma. The following days we walked together every afternoon. If I'm not with my friends, they thought I was crazy. It was hard picturing of the campus hottie together with a little girl. I told them to say whatever they want. Emma might want my opinion for fashion and dating tips. She might grown up into a lovely chick. You don't understand, Summer. My boyfriend Jack objected. We were near the basketball court arguing again. No, it's not you who doesn't understand. I shot back. Why would you always act like that? I'm sick of you being jealous. Summer, I don't want anyone to advantage you of you. He snapped. He grabs my shoulder with both hands. I threw my hands up and wished his hands away. Take advantage? Are you out of your mind? My voice cracked a little. Maybe I am, he said bitterly. And if you don't want to listen, fine. Go out with Jake. Go with him and let him screw you. He glared at me and then turned his back. He left without even looking back. I slapped my forehead and ran my fingers down my hair in surrender. God, I love Jagger so much, but he is just nuts in keeping me for himself. He thought he owned me. We have already discussed this a million times before, but now look at us. I heard from the garden, my sanctuary. I don't want to go anywhere too noisy, and I needed someone to talk to. A hug, my tank top. Hey, I cried, startled. I spun around. You look ready to cry, Emma commented. She crossed her arms. You scared me, I confess. I noticed she was wearing the shirt I given her for her birthday. She looked really cute. What was that? I don't know. I don't know what it is. We settled down the bench. I buried my face into hands, and for a while we were silent. Finally, I looked up, and she said, in a low murmur, you can share it with me, Summer. I straightened up and tucked my hair behind my ears. I let out a long sigh, but if you want, she added quickly, I saw it all anyway. That guy's a jerk. I chuckled softly at her comment. Right, I shift my position. I want to cry, Emma, honestly. Told yes, she said. It passed. I've seen those situations in the scummy movies. She looked at me, made a face, and smiled. I hope so. I forced a smile back, but I won't cry now, thanks to you. I love you, Summer, she said. I love you too, Emma, I replied. You're a real friend. Well, now that you have told me what happened, and if you just always tell me how you feel, you don't have to be sad anymore, she said. I did not see Jagger the next day. Who cares? Well, I did, just hated to admit it. I miss him, and I want so much to see him. Just a glimpse of his damn mesmerizing face. My prayer was granted just before I stepped out the classroom at the end of last period. Summer Sheldon, Mr. Farron, our math teacher called. I got something for you. He held out 2 sheets of papers. I looked. Wait. Yeah, I took them and saw that it was homework for tomorrow. But I already got a copy. I protested. No, that's for Jagger, he said. I know you knew him. If you could just give it. Sure, I agreed immediately. I was about to shout. Yes, but it would be embarrassing. Sure. I'll give you extra credit, he offered. I climbed down my porches and drove through Parkside Drive, the long way to Jagger. Why? Guess I just want to think about to say when I get there. I don't want a lousy conversation later. He might still be angry. Blah 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 blah. And I'm gonna go this line over here. If you want to read that one, you can go to www.creepypasta.com and search for Little Emma. Okay, I'm just gonna skip into this one. I am 29 now, but I can't ever forget that day. The police never believed me. Instead, I was the one who went to jail and spent the rest of my adult years there when I should have been falling in love again. Skinny dipping with friends, partying, enjoying youth. Instead, I was plagued with my nightmares, and the worst of all, I was plagued with her. I am out of the jailhouse now, but she never disappears in my life. She always calls me her special friends, and that she's waiting for me. She would visit me in my dreams, in my jail cell, outside my apartment, just waiting for me to come with her. And she never grew up. Still 9 years old, still with her big brown eyes, but no, I don't ever think I find her cute, not anymore. Oh my god, there she is again outside my window as I'm typing this story. Maybe I should come with her now, just to end, or I could put a bullet inside my brain. After all, I have told you about me, and most especially about her. You have been warned. Warned. If you see a 9 years old girl with jet black hair and brown eyes, and okay, that's kind of creepy at the ending. So, oh my. So yeah, guys, that's it about Little Emma. And hope you guys enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and if you want more creepypasta story, leave a comment below, and peace.